So these are the ingredients that I'm going to be using for today's recipe. And right here I have dhania stems, I have a piece of ginger, I have my 4 cloves of garlic, I have a piece of capsicum, green capsicum to be precise. I have my pasta, salt, my cooking oil, and some soy sauce right here. So right here I have my water, and I'm going to bring it to a boil, and I'm going to add a bit of salt, a generous amount of salt, because we're going to rinse that water and we still need to retain some salt. And then in the meantime, I'll be preparing my vegetables, and I'll start off by chopping my capsicum. I'm going to dice it into very small cubes. So I'll first cut it like this. So you can add as much or as little as you want. And yeah, so this is the size that I want. Then I'm going to slice my dhania stems as well. And at this point my water is boiling, so I'm going to add in my spaghetti, and I'm going to cut them into halves. Yeah, but you can add them as wholes, but I've cut them into halves so that they can fit in my sufuria. Then I'm also going to add in a little bit of oil so that they do not stick to each other. And I'm going to cook this for about 9 minutes, and my spaghetti will be ready. I'll work on this, and I'm going to be using about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. But if at all you're going to be making a bigger dish, you can add more cloves, or you can just do it how you like it. And yeah, it's that simple, nothing complicated. And this is a very easy meal that comes together in about 15 minutes, and yeah, it's very tasty. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I've used about 3.5 cloves of garlic. Yeah, and I think that is also enough. So as you can see from the title, the main star of this dish is the garlic, and so I'm not going to be adding a lot of ginger. So it's about 7 minutes, and my spaghetti is almost ready. So I'm going to start cooking my vegetables, and I'm going to add a generous amount of oil that is going to be enough to cook this spaghetti. And I'm going to let this to become really hot before I can go in with my ginger. And remember, the ginger takes a very short amount of time to cook, so you have to be very careful. As you can also notice, today I'm not using any onion. I'm just using this garlic, and this will bring an extra flavor to the meal. So you have to be careful not to burn this. And at this point I know my spaghetti is ready, so I'm going to strain off the water, the hot water, but I'm not going to run it through cold water. I'm going to add in my dhania stems and also my capsicum. And I'll let this cook for about 30 to 40 seconds. Then I'm going to add in my pasta. I'll add in a little bit of salt because we had already added almost enough salt as we were boiling them. And I'm also going to go in with some soy sauce. You can add as much or as little as you want. So I mainly add soy sauce to my dishes just for the color. And as you can see, the color has become very attractive, and So I'm going to let this to cook for about a minute so that everything can come in together. And as you can also notice, I've not used any spices today because this is just a quick fix that requires very little effort to prepare and you're done. So that's it, and yeah, as you can see, it was very simple, and I hope you're going to try it, and I'm sure you're going to love it because plain spaghetti is just boring. So as you can see, we are done preparing our garlic spaghetti, and it was that easy. And you can serve it with anything that you want, with any protein that you want, or vitamins, or any other thing. But for me today, I'm doing it like this because I'm quite hungry. So I'm going to dig in and I'll let you know how it is. The garlic, the ginger, the dania stems, the hoho, the soy sauce, the spaghetti, everything has just combined very beautifully. And I hope you're going to try this because I know plain spaghetti is quite boring, and yeah, so Whoa. Just look at this utamu. So as for me, it's a bye bye from my side, and I hope to see you in my next one. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Also, share this with a friend, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.